miss y'all. This is just a little chit chat. I had something on my heart, so I wanted to share it. That's how this works around here. Welcome. My name is Tanika Denise. I am a transformational, self-discipline, and resilience life coach, certified. Okay? And nah, but seriously, I definitely am passionate about helping women in particular, but men also. I'm not opposed to men, but I just have this connection with women because I am one. But I'm really passionate about helping women become the woman that they want to become. We all have goals and we all have an image of our greatest self. And my job, I believe, my purpose in life, my God-given purpose, is to help women get there. Because, it's a very difficult thing. I did it. I won't say I did it on my own because I have a great support system, but I do realize that everybody does not have that support system. And I also realize that everybody has a different purpose. And I'm going to walk in mine, and I want other women to walk in theirs. And when you become the woman that you want to become, you tend to walk in your purpose. That's part of the process. If you are new here, thank you for joining. Please consider subscribing, sharing, commenting, letting me know what you think. I am never opposed to constructive criticism and positive feedback. If you are returning, I love you. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. So this is my recipe, my therapy, right? And it's all about creating a recipe to becoming your greatest self, the best version of yourself, the elevated version of yourself, the self that you want to see, right? And I'm going to Starbucks. I'm just going to be honest. I have some coins, some points in my Starbucks app, and I'm going to use them. I had to run a little errand. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, by the way. 8:37 a.m. I did my little workout this morning, and then I had to take Sunshine to school. I took him to school, and then I had to run an errand, run over to my aunt's house, and now I'm going to Starbucks, and then I'm going to head home and get some work done. But anyway, that's not why I jumped on. This chit chat is really about becoming your best self, right? And what I realized this week, so quick story time, I do yoga on a regular basis, right? I go to yoga. I love yoga. It's just about stretching and meditation and tapping into, your breath and your inner self. And it's just very healing. I love it. And also working out when I can, when I feel up to it, when I have the energy. I do deal with some, side effects that come with being a survivor. I am a survivor of cancer. I'm a warrior of cancer. So the medications, the chemo, all of that definitely has an effect, has had an effect. My physical abilities at times. But anyway, I had this knot in my back. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a spasm. If I moved this way, I felt it. If I moved that way, I felt it. It was just consistent, like all day, a constant pain, a constant discomfort. And I was sick of it, right? I was really sick of it because I couldn't figure out, is this going to go away? Am I just going to have to deal with this? How long am I going to have to deal with this? I don't know how to silence my phone. I'm about to put it on Do Not Disturb because that is just annoying. When I'm not doing anything, nobody even wants to talk to me. I'm going to put it on like I'm asleep. So, where was I? Okay, so the knot in my back, right? I had this knot in my back. Girl. Debilitating. So I go to yoga, and I wasn't going to go because I was like, what am I going to be able to do there, right? But I went anyway because something just told me to go. And I had a very demanding weekend. I traveled the whole weekend. My husband and I think I'm supposed to make a left here. My husband and I were on the road all weekend, this past weekend. So on Monday, I was like, I gotta do something for me. Even if I just lay there, I'm gonna do something for me. So I go to class, and of course my instructor, Danielle, shout out to Danny, I love her. So I go to class, And I always get there super early because I like to chit chat with her, get my favorite spot, take my time, not be rushing. Like, who wants to rush to yoga? That's pretty silly, right? Oh, I do know where I'm going. So I tell her basically immediately. I'm like, good morning. Yeah, so I don't know what I can do today because I got this knot in my back. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a spasm. She's like, stay right there. She goes and grabs a ball, like I don't even know what to call it. It's like a foam ball, but it was kind of hard, but and small. It was like this big, and dang, pops, and a tennis ball. And she's like, this will help you. And she demonstrates what to do with the balls on my back. And long story short, I go in the classroom. Is that what you call it? The studio. I go in the studio and I do exactly what she told me. And then I'm like, okay, I think it feels better. And then I proceed with class, and I'm like, I don't feel it anymore. Then after class, no, during class, I was like, it feels better. I'm like, I'm actually able to move better, but I still feel something. So then when class ended, I waited until everybody left, and I did it again with the ball on my back. And almost instantly when I got up, I didn't feel any pain. Now, I'd also prayed that pain away too. I was praying like, God, please, I can't. You know, pain can be very debilitating when you dealing with something like that. So I prayed and then asked her and did exactly what she told me to do. And when I tell y'all I was in no pain after that, I didn't feel it. And I was like, I left the studio and I'm like, Danny, I don't understand. She was like, girl, foam rolling is a thing. Get you something. Get you a ball, a foam roller, a tennis ball. It does miracles. And you can hit different spots. If you get, little spasms or pains anywhere, it's just a great option. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The struggle is over, sis. We no longer have to struggle with anything we're going through. There is a solution to every single problem. Anybody who knows me knows that I am solution focused, okay? I do not want to talk about the problem, but for so long, I want a solution. What sense is it to talk about a problem over and over and over again? I'd be like, what are the solutions? Because usually there's more than one, right? I could have went to a chiropractor. I probably could have got a massage, but what did I do? The easiest, cheapest route. I told my yoga instructor, who's also a very dear friend at this point. She had a solution for me, and boom, bop, problem solved. The struggle is over. Can we stop doubting ourselves so much, being so private, being so proud, having so much pride, and just open up to people who can help us? Usually, any problem that you have, if you can't solve it yourself, or if you don't know how to solve it yourself, or if you don't want to solve it yourself, there is somebody out there who knows the solution. Go find it, sis. And let me tell you, you may tell somebody and they be like, oh, wow, I don't know. Maybe, you should do this. And you go, I don't want to do that, right? It's not always going to be quick, okay, fix it. That's not how life works. We know that, right? But you can go another route, right? You can ask somebody else. You can do some research, obviously, but you can also reach out to people in your circle, outside of your circle, professionals, experts, whatever you want to call them. But the struggle is over. We don't have to struggle with no problems. If you want to lose weight, there's a way to lose weight. There are experts who can help you lose weight, right? If you have any pain in your body, there are experts that can help you. Now, can they resolve the issue always? No. I just want to press upon all of us, don't struggle with anything. There is a solution for everything. And if you can't solve it, you can lighten the load a little bit, right? So if you're dealing with something and maybe it can't be healed instantly, I get that, right? But maybe there's therapies that you can do to relieve some of the pain, right? Maybe there's a medication, if you're into medication, that can relieve some of it. But don't suffer. And don't suffer in silence, because even if there isn't a solution, right, that is a quick fix, even just talking to somebody and somebody trying to help you through the process of getting better, of healing, of resolving whatever issue it is, that in itself helps your mental wellness. 1 second.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you today?
Hello, can I have a, thank you.
Thank you.
The sun is sunning today, and I'm so grateful. I love the sun. Love it. I can never get enough. Some problems are not quick fixes, and I get that, but we don't have to suffer. You can talk to somebody that will help you through dealing with it, like a therapist, a life coach. I struggled for a very long time. I did. I was a very private person. I'm a Sagittarius, if that means anything to anybody, but what I found is that a lot of Sagittarius are very private people, that we are very protective of our business. And you know, I've always been like that, and I come from the generation where that's just how it is, right? We don't talk about our business, we keep it to ourselves, we don't deal with things. Hi, how are you? Okay, I should have had this up, I'm sorry. Okay.
Your face is glowing.
Thank you. Well, yes, every day, twice a day, every single. Well, your skin is amazing. First of all, you're pretty. I didn't even look up. I'm sorry. You're gorgeous. Thank you. Girl, it's good. As long as they don't mess it up. Some people, they mess it up, but usually it's done right. It's just, it's hitting. You see this pimple though? The pimple is pimpling. I gotta remember to start giving out my business cards. I'd be like, la la land. When you meet nice people,
Have a good day.
you too. I'm gonna give you my business card. Oh, check me out. You too. I love meeting people that are positive. And let me tell you something. When you are positive, when you know, wake up and your intention is just to be positive and prayerful and motivated and just in a good place, it comes back to you. It will come back to you tenfold. I promise you, it will come back to you. I definitely have went through parts of my life where I struggled, where I was so miserable, I couldn't see the light in life and myself, and I was just attracting the wrong type of energy. I absolutely did that. That was a thing, and I dealt with it for, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, I want to say up until my 30s. I mean, I had moments, you know, I was successful, I made accomplishments and all of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually feeling inspired, encouraged, positive, feeling motivated, feeling like I own this life of mine, that I can create and become the woman that I want to become. It took me years to figure that out, right? And even once I figured it out, it was work to get there. And then I felt like I had to do it by myself. And then I realized, no, there are resources. There are so many resources for us. Get into it. You feel me? Like, get into these resources. Do not allow yourself to just be stuck in a rut. I know a lot of us are. You know, even when you get to a place of healing, right? When you get to that place of wisdom and knowledge, you're going to have moments where things are not going so well, right? Like, life happens. Baby, it happens, okay? If anybody knows, I know. And I know you know, because everybody goes through something, has been through something, has somebody close to them going through something. Like, that's one thing I realized growing up. Everybody got stuff, okay? And what I also realized is that even when you get to that place of clarity, of understanding, of, you know, all the great things, life happens. And you got to pick up the pieces and remember your recipe to getting back to your greatest self. That's really what it's about. It's not complicated. What is complicated, staying motivated. The motivation doesn't stay. Staying encouraged, staying inspired, finding out who can help you during that time, reaching out for support, getting back to yourself, not struggling in any issue. Because when I tell y'all that back pain, that was quality of life, okay? It was messing with it, because how am I gonna be productive and this pain is in my back? What, I'm supposed to just deal with this until it just goes away? I gotta get medicated up and then be even drowsier than I am? Like, no. There's a solution. And I'm so happy. Usually I would have just dealt with the pain, because my whole thing is nobody wants to hear about my pain, right? And I think a lot of us think that way. Like, Like, who wants to hear our issues? Nobody want to hear it. But you can check in with a person. Like, before I just dumped my back issue on her, I was like, hey, Zanny, how was your day? How was your weekend? Oh, it's good. So I checked in with her and make sure she was in a... And let me tell you something. If it's really, really, really heavy, I may even ask, sis, I got something I want to talk about. Do you have the capacity to even hear what I'm going through? Sometimes you got to check in with your peoples like that. That is care, because sometimes they not even showing what they're going through, and you about to dump. Yeah, they said they had a good weekend, but damn, you just dumping all of your stuff on them, and they really don't have the capacity for it because they're dealing with something themselves. So it's okay to ask your support system, especially your friends and your family, if they are in a space to even hear you out or you know, deal with your stuff. Was I going to Lowe's? No, I'm going to Food Lion. I'm going to the grocery store because I'm going to be salad prepping. I'm going to be meal prepping, okay? I got some mason jars. I'm going to be juicing and prepping. I'm back on my healthy stuff. That's another thing. Solutions. I ain't dealing with a problem. I haven't been feeling my best self physically. I'm getting back into the things that work for me. My recipe. My recipe is my therapy. Get it? Okay, got it. I always use the opportunity to explain the whole name of my business, my recipe, my therapy. I hope it makes sense. And if it doesn't, let me know in the comments, because I really want to drive that home. I will be driving it home. Maybe I have to do a whole video just on that. That's cool. That's cool. But anyway, I didn't want to make this a long video, just a quick chit chat. I want everybody assess your life. Do like evaluation of where you are compared to where you want to be, how you feel, right? Things that you want to change and elevate and transform. Think about it, right? Write it down. I really want us to do this. And then pick one thing that needs improvement or that you're struggling with. And then under that, write the solutions to that struggle. Because I don't want you to struggle. You don't have to. You don't have to. And I'm not out here struggling, well, intentionally. Any struggle that I'm dealing with, trust, I'm working on it. And I may not be working as hard as I should be on it, but I'm getting there. It's all about a mindset. It's all about your mindset. And my mindset is actually in a great place. So I want to just share this energy with whoever needs it. You know, that's why I do this. I want to share it. I want, you know, to get the message out there. You can transform your life. You can live the life of your dreams. It is possible. You can accomplish those goals that you think are so far out your reach. You can stop struggling. You can stop dealing with the issues that you're dealing with. It can be completely transformed. Sometimes 3 months, sometimes 6 months, sometimes a year, sometimes a week. Hey, who's counting, right? It took me 10 years to get to where I am. I was in a bad place. We'll do a chit chat on that later. But I love y'all. I'm sorry about the sun. The sun is stunning. But I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. Comment and let me know how you feel about this topic. Any input you have, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video.